Okay, so Mr. It's fourth time you've now won Horsepower Heroes?
Fourth time I've won Horsepower Heroes. I believe it's the fifth time straight for forced V8. So that's a reasonably good accomplishment. So I went Horsepower Heroes twice, spectacularly blew up, came back, and now Horsepower Heroes twice again. So yes, I've been 5 years sort of straight, yeah.
So you mentioned to me the other day you've got a 110mm billet turbo on the engine now. Have you made many other changes to the motor and to the combo since then?
No, nothing. I put one valve spring in it, one wrist pin. It's got the same head gaskets from last year. It's got the same bearings from last year. It's it's a pretty basic. It's a good solid combo, and it's 110 from 118, so it's significantly smaller. Yeah.
And you mentioned you were running 39 psi on that last run. You still pulled 1780 horsepower compared to the 51 psi last year and the much bigger turbo.
That's correct, yeah. So it was about 39 pound that time. I was actually expecting it to go closer to sort of at least 46, 47. I did get sort of that out of it the other day at my shop. I'm not really sure why it didn't. So, but anyway, 39 pound with the 110 as opposed to 51 with the 118 last year. Yeah.
And now one of the things you said the other day, one of the key aspects for you was RPM with this build. What did you rev it to on that final run?
I think he got up to about 85, 86, but it just didn't have the big boost in it to show the big number, I guess. I think 8,600, 8,000, around 8,600 RPM, yep.
So when you start prepping the car each year, it seems like you get to kind of December and then you go, will I, won't I? Yes, I will. How long do you actually spend pulling this thing apart and having a look at stuff?
It's pretty good. I've got a bit of a funny jig made up. I can get the motor out of it in about 15 minutes. I can get the engine out. I've got a jig I can actually take the whole lot out with the turbocharger on, hook the engine lifter up, bolt it up. It actually just lifts the whole lot out. I have to take the wastegates off, and the rest just literally lifts out. Plonk it on the engine stand, turn it upside down, pull the sump off, look through a few bits and pieces. If I find anything ugly, obviously I address it.
So do you have like a checklist? Do you go, okay, I need to check bearings, I need to check valve springs, I need to check this, and this?
No, I've so it's been interesting. So this little 439 cube motor that's currently in it, it's been in there for 3 years. So when I started messing around with it, had a few issues, changed things around, changed more things around, got it to a fairly sweet spot as it was last year, unfortunately for the turbocharger. But now it's effectively that same sort of combo, a bit looser. It's a pretty tired engine at the moment. Like I say, I only popped it out about a week before the Summernats, went through it all, put some various components in it, and just brought it back. So yeah.
So now, what's now going to happen with this car? You've made whispers about maybe coming to drag challenge this year.
Well, this turbocharger was supposed to be 106mm, and Brett Lloyd, I don't know if I should name drop, but Brett Lloyd from GCG rang me back and said, I've only got a 110. And I went, because I actually didn't want a 110, I wanted a 106, because yes, I was not bringing it back. I was attempting to do drag challenge. It's still only got the Weasley little drag race style radiator in it. That's why it got a bit hot during the city cruise. So I've got a really big radiator. I've got everything basically sitting there to transform it in and then start doing some testing. Obviously you don't arrive at those events untested. Nothing like this sort of power. I think around 1400 rear wheel, and I'm really interested in trying to do that drag challenge, with where I'll be. And that's the plan, was make the motor about 500 cubic inches, get rid of this not get rid of it, but effectively change the configuration, and then go to a 106mm turbo, and then do sort of 1300 really easy, and it would do it quite easily, yeah.
Was it interesting seeing Quentin's car and Brendan's car running on the dyno just before yours to give you a bit of an insight into how their setup works?
Yeah, it's excellent. It was unreal. Actually, when this used to have a 308 in it, a turbocharged 308, I used to make around 890, 900, and it used to go like 90, 91. So it was quite interesting, and I believe Quentin's turned it up a bit from his drag challenge power level. So it's quite interesting. You do see the sort of the power. Look, a Torana needs that much power to go that fast. It's quite interesting, but very, very cool to see them here. Very cool, yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. Awesome. Well, congrats on the win. Thanks, and hopefully we'll see you next year.
Yeah, more than likely. Thank you.